So the question was to take this equation, y squared plus 6x equals 0, and plot it, and then to pick the appropriate graph that looks similar. So what I did is I decided to choose arbitrary numbers for y squared, just because it was just because it was a little bit easier for me to think about. So I chose numbers for y and then solved for x. So I chose, the ones I chose were y equals 10, y equals 5, y equals 0, y equals -5, and y equals -10. And then I went through and I did the math. So 10 squared, right, plus 6y, or 6x, excuse me, equals 0. So then that's 100 plus 6x equals 0. Take away 100 on both sides, you get 6x equals -100. Divided by 6 on both sides, you get x equals 16.6. And so we're going to save that there. So we have the x-axis and we have the y-axis. Then we're going to go to y equals 5. And so we did here 5 squared equals, or 5 squared plus 6x equals 0. So then 5 squared is 25 plus 6x equals 0. Take away 25 on both sides. Divide by 6 on both sides. So now x equals 4.16. So that's our next x-axis that we need to plot. Then I did 0, y equals 0. So this one is fairly easy. So you got 0 plus 6x equals 0. Divided by 6, x equals 0. So that's the origin. Then I did y equals -5. Okay, so I did -5 squared plus 6x equals 0, so that's 25 again, plus 6x equals 0. Take away 25 on both sides. That equals 6x equals -25. Divided by 6, so x equals 4.16. So then we have that plotted. So then we have all of our y-axis points, and we have all of our x-axis. Okay, so we went through and then we put them up at the top. So the first one, we have the x-axis of 16.6. So we're going to do 16.6 on the x-axis. So that's all the way over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 through 16.6. About there. And it was 16.6, and then it was positive 10 on the y-axis. So then you go up 10 and plot that. Okay, the next one that we plotted was 14 or 4.6. So x equals 4.6. So we'll come back over here and we do x equals 4.6. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.6, and that was the x-axis was 4.6. The y-axis was 5. So we'll go up 5, 4.6 and up 5, and we'll plot that. And then remember the 0 was the easy one, so that's the origin, right? X equals 0 and y equals 0. So we plotted that right here, okay, right on the origin. And then we did the next one, which is we did -5. So -5 squared is 25. Anyways, we got x equals 4.6. So now it's x equals 4.6. Again, 4.6, same as the other plotting. 4.6, and then y was -5, remember. So we're going to go down -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? My little line is a little bit off, but it just needed to be general. And then the last one, we did -10. So that x origin ended up being -16.6. So again, we go all the way over 16.6. Okay, 16.6. And the y-axis is -10. So that goes down, -10. Okay, and that makes the shape of our graph when we have y squared plus 6x equals 0. All right? I hope you enjoyed that.